Maybe she got some friends. What's her name? What's her name? I don't know her name.
Hi guys,
All
welcome
right.
to Velvet Puff Live.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Episode 8. We are rolling.
We are rolling. I am Betty,
I'm Zach.
and thank you for tuning in to our show. We have a very special guest. They'll be doing something quite different than what we've had on the show before. We have Jeff Moore, and he's going to be rolling cigars on the show today. So, woohoo to Jeff.
Bet you wasn't expecting that.
So again, we'll be introducing what we'll be smoking and pairing. I just got back from PCA and I brought some goodies back, and we're gonna try our it's a black owned company called Drunken Chicken. The owner, her name is Desiree Silva, and I will be smoking the what is it, Sweet Dream, which is sweet tip. You guys can see that. And I'm going to pair it with our guys from Twin P. Their vodka from the Tropical Distillery. I don't know if you can see that, but it's from the Tropical Distillery. And I'll be having that vodka with a raspberry lemonade. What will you be having, Zach?
All right. So she brought me a gift, as she said. So I'm smoking a Drunken Chicken as well. The Fat Hen is what this one is called. And I'm going to keep it with the Twin P whiskey again this week. So from what she told me, the Drunken Hen or the Fat Hen, I'm sorry, is a mild cigar. So we're taking a little light this week. I'm not going to do it this time. But that's all we got.
Yeah, I think that one is a medium.
That's fine.
Yeah,
we'll
medium
figure it out. I'll find out as we go.
Yeah.
But with no further ado, let's bring on our guest for the evening, Mr. Jeff Moore.
What's up? What's up?
I'm gonna be pouring up while Zach gets you guys together. And just go ahead and introduce yourself, Jeff. Kind of tell us about yourself, where you're from. Tell us about your business and what we can look forward to as far as this great old cigar rolling that you do for us.
Well, I'm Jeff Moore. I'm Zach's former co-worker. I worked almost 20 years at Nissan. And currently living in Dallas, Texas. I'm originally from Jackson, Mississippi. Born and raised. I have the cigar company, Averroes Cigar Company. I'm starting up. It's one of my sticks, one of my staple sticks. This is the Verdict. This is a medium to full cigar. And it's pretty.
And that's
pretty
from your brand?
Yeah, this is my brand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice smoke. Get like a graham cracker, like have a little spice.
Oh, you fancy?
And, huh?
I said you fancy.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, when it comes to this blending, man, hey, I can sit here and come up with all type of stuff. I even have a stick that I've started on. Got like a barbecue smell to it. Yeah. So it's that Kentucky
barbecue
cigar tobacco.
I'm glad you said that, Jeff, because I went rolling at the PCA, and that's what my tobacco was. It was fire cured, and it smelled so good.
Yeah.
Like it has a very distinct smell. I fell in love with it. So I'm gonna just take a 1 second, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you my fire cured cigar that I rolled at PCA.
Well, what's up, Steve?
You can tell me
getting her cigar
what you
together.
think. And again, it took me less than like 2 minutes to get it done. So I think it's more of a stogie. But yeah, this is my cigar
Hey,
that I rolled.
Hey, look like they're gonna be a good smoke right there.
You know, you want to smell it? Did you smell it? Yeah,
it actually smells.
Yeah, it smells really good. But it was an Italian company that was there, and they had a cigar roller. And they said you can roll your own. I said, well, let me jump right on in and see what I can do. And when I started, I said, okay, this is fun. So I see you probably do your rolling. Is it like like what's the word I'm looking for? Do you do it for relaxation, or is it just work for you?
So originally when I got into rolling, me being here in Dallas, I had to find something to do. And I love cigars. And so when I moved here in 2021, I just got into the cigar life here, for as the different lounges, and there's a ton of cigar lounges here. And me being having background in quality control, I just used to look at those cigars and just look at how they were rolled, and I just was intrigued with it. And shoot, 2022, I just started trying to figure out how to do it. Started with YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube
and
University. You can learn a lot from YouTube University.
Man, you can learn a lot.
Let's backtrack a little bit. And I don't know when this journey started for you altogether, but when did cigar become a part of your I guess you could say lifestyle. We'll say it's part of the lifestyle. So when did you start smoking cigars?
So my first cigar, I was walking down Bourbon Street. You know the cigar, I can't think of the cigar shop. They do hand rollings on the right side.
Oh, yeah, the cigar factory or something like that.
Yeah. So that was my first cigar, first hand rolled cigar. And man, I smoked that thing, man. I wasn't smoking it right. So by the time I got to the end of bourbon and came back, I had that tobacco drunkenness, man. I think that was the year 20. It had been about 2010, something like that. And I didn't smoke cigars for a while because that tobacco drunkenness is something else. That ain't no you just drunk or something. It's a different drunk.
Right. So when you say you didn't smoke it right, explain to people what not smoking right is.
I inhale. And
so that's one of the key things that we try to tell people not to do.
Right. And I was being hard headed because we grew up smoking those left hand sticks. And you think you know everything, man, it got me. And so my brother, he was currently living in at the time he was living in Alabama, in Tuscaloosa. So he took me to the cigar mansion.
Yeah.
R&R.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been to it a few times,
Man.
We can talk about Tuscaloosa all the time. That's my stomping ground.
Man, look. When he took me to that cigar lounge, man, that's when I like the atmosphere. The atmosphere for me really got me wanting to be into the cigar life. And so it went from that to when I came back home, I used to go to what's the cigar lounge that used to be at by the stadium?
Oh, Churchill.
So I used to visit Churchill.
Unpredictable, we see you.
Huh?
I'm naming some folk as they come in, but not to interrupt your story there.
Yeah, so it went from that, man, and man, I love it. Maxwell, my old coworker Maxwell, he's the one
Mm-hmm.
that really got me into the wanting to learn more about it because
Okay.
even though I was smoking cigars, he started teaching me the different tobaccos, the different wrappers, and all that type of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
when Maxwell taught me that, then I wanted to go into it a little further. And when I moved to Texas, I moved into it a little bit further.
Okay. Well, good stuff. Well,
Yeah.
and so as far as like the rolling, with the YouTube, just were you able to do any other classes, or I know Tampa and Florida is like the mecca for cigar rolling. Have you ever done anything as far as that outside of YouTube for your rolling?
Nope. I've never been to a rolling class or nothing.
Rolling class?
She at the front door. So you telling
Really?
me I can go out here on Amazon and buy me a cigar kit today and be rolling cigars tomorrow?
That is not true.
Right. And you are absolutely right, because
Hey,
that
look.
it's a whole technique with the
Right.
rolling. Because
So
even with
you got
when
to
I get
be
with the PCA, it's a whole thing.
right. You got
It's
to
a
be.
whole thing.
You got to have attention to detail when you roll a cigar. And so when I got into it, I just paid attention to details when I was looking at those videos and stuff. And I actually went to it's a cigar lounge here called Williams Cigar. This
Mm-hmm.
guy's actually from Cuba, and so I used to go up there a lot and watch him and some of his workers he has there. They actually roll their own cigars for the lounge, and I started picking up techniques from them.
Okay.
One of the guys, his name is Jimmy. Jimmy taught me some stuff because when I
Mm-hmm.
first started rolling, my draw wasn't good. And so what was happening, I was putting too much, rolling it too tight with the binder and the filler. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had to back off of the tightness in the binder and the filler and put my tightness in with the when I'm putting the wrapper around the core of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that fixed my
it's a whole
issue
technique.
I was having with the draw.
Yeah, it's a technique to it, because the young lady that was showing me what to do, so she didn't speak English. That was first and
Uh-huh.
foremost. She didn't speak English,
Yeah.
so she was like motivating to doing hands on training
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me, and everybody was real encouraging. They was like, "Oh, you're doing great," and I was like, "Yeah, right. Okay, this is not as easy as it looks. Because it looks easy, when you're watching somebody else do it." Because she was sitting there,
Yeah.
she had rolled like 15, while I was
Yeah.
just standing there, and she was like, "Well, you can come and do it," and I was like, "Okay." And so I'm sitting there, and she had a lap full of the filler and binder, and she was
Yeah.
packing it. And I was like, okay, so that's why mine kind of looks like a stogie, because I didn't pull all my little pieces out, and because she
Right.
was pulling and then you roll it. Literally have to roll it and tuck it and roll. So yeah, it's a whole production.
So it
But I
sounds like
enjoyed the experience.
y'all use the old Cuban style of
Yeah,
rolling.
she had the I don't even know what that what I dipped it in. Like it was she had a little cup that you dip and you rub the wood. Am I don't know. I don't
You
know.
rub the
She didn't
wood.
speak English, so I don't she couldn't give me
Oh, okay,
she couldn't give
okay.
me any instructions, but I had my gloves on, and
Yeah.
she had a little cup of something that I dipped, and you rub your wood, and then you
Oh, you
take it
talking about the
back on. I
yeah,
cut
yeah. That's to
the
lubricate the
ends, and so
cutting board.
right, the board. So what is that called? Because she couldn't tell me what it was. She didn't speak English.
It's just a cutting board. Like I got a stainless steel cutting board.
Okay, so
And the
she
reason
had
why
wood. Okay,
yeah, so
okay,
I got a wood cutting board up under it. But the reason why I got
okay.
this stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about bacteria forming and all that type of stuff.
Gotcha,
I do this
gotcha,
for cleanliness, so I can keep our area clean with this. And
gotcha.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
I got you.
right,
Okay,
right.
that makes
And
sense.
so when
Okay.
you laying down the wrapper, when I spray the cutting board, it'll lay down closer to the cutting board better. That's one of the
Okay.
reasons why I use this.
Okay.
So while we're gonna take a little break there just to let people know. So we did get a few people more to come in. So we have Jeff Moore of Averroes Cigar Company coming on tonight. He's actually gonna roll a couple of cigars for us. So please tune in, invite a friend, share, like, and subscribe if you hadn't done it already.
Yeah. Because again, this is gonna be a special treat. You know, mine don't look halfway as good as yours, but you gotta start somewhere. Yeah, I said, man, this is a stogie. And the guy, he was like, oh, you're doing great. And I'm like, yeah, y'all love lying to
So
people.
I heard you mention that what she was doing was probably the Cuban style.
Yeah, that's the old Cuban style.
How many styles of rolling is it, or do you even know all the styles of rolling? I know you kind of just.
Well, I know the old Cuban style, and then the modern day style of you putting in a mold.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I say Cuban style, back in the day, they didn't have molds.
Freehand.
Yeah, they freehanded it, and they used to use that newspaper to tighten it up to form the cigar itself.
Right.
And leave it in there so it can dry up. Then you put the wrapper on. Okay. So with this mold, with this actual plastic mold I have, this helps form the core of it.
Okay.
And so
okay.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of tools here. Got a Chevette. I use this, but I actually use this cutter a lot because it helps. I get more detail with the to make sure the ends are straight on the wrapper. Because you
name that first blade again for me.
Chevette.
Chevette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got your cap cutter. And what else? I got so much stuff here. Guillotine. This
so
is
there
actually
like a
finishing product when you cut it at the end. Okay. Make sure the ends that foot is straight. This is the guillotine.
So is there like a starter kit? So
yeah,
when you want to just say we want to learn how to do it next week, is there a particular kit that we need to go by? Is there a certain site we need to go to?
You can go to Babalu Cigar Company. They have a good cigar kit that you can get on leaf only. Leaf only has a kit that you can get.
Leaf only. Yeah, I saw one on leaf only. Actually, I think I got one in the cart for leaf only. Because it comes with the leaves and all that stuff. It like basically comes with everything. My only concern was that it had it said it came with the CD. And I don't
watch.
Yeah, and I don't know if I got a CD player. No, it's a CD.
The DVD.
Yeah, like a DVD.
You had to update it 10 times.
Well, that's what I saw. They may have updated, but it had a DVD for you to watch to kind of show you how to do
throw
it.
in the Xbox.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, so where am I gonna get this DVD player from? But so
before we get into rolling, how did you come up with the name? And I think I said it right. Is it Averroes or Averroes?
Averroes.
Wait, say it again,
how did
Jeff?
I come up? Averroes.
Okay.
Averroes. I said Averroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how did you come up with that name?
So I came up with it. So the way I came up with it, I tried to come up with something. At first I had it J Mo's cigar, hand rolled cigar. I was trying to come up with something sophisticated. I didn't want just no regular name. So
of course,
my name being Moore is how I came up with Averroes. So the Moors, they used to bring civilization as far as teaching different civilizations how to clean themselves, how to there's all types of I came up with it with that, and it's as far as the philosophy, and that's how I came up with it. I just had to come up with a good name, and I picked Averroes.
Yeah, I like it. It's fitting, and because like again, you're rolling your own cigars, so it's very fitting for what you're doing to put out for your brand. So I'm really digging that.
So it does sound sophisticated.
Yeah.
And like it ends up being a luxury brand, which is probably, I'm sure, what you're trying to promote.
Right.
Well, kind of show us what you got, Jeff.
Give the people what they're here for.
Yeah, let's get into this cigar rolling so I can take some notes and what I was doing incorrectly.
Please ask questions.
Let me put my glasses on so I can see.
As he's rolling.
Okay. So I'm gonna get this binder together first. This is the binder leaf.
Mm-hmm.
And this is leaf that goes around the filler.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna do like a quick tutorial.
And can we ask Jeff, where do you get your tobacco leaves from?
Oh, whole leaf, leaf only. Leaf only,
okay.
Ultimo. Yeah, so I ordered from those three companies: leaf only, whole leaf, and Ultimo.
Okay. And so how do you come up with the different blends? I know you mentioned earlier that you had one blend that had graham crackers. So are you putting graham crackers in these things? What's going on?
You crushing graham crackers.
Are you putting graham crackers in these sweet tips?
You lacing them with graham crackers?
Those are the notes that you get from the tobacco, different types of tobacco. So I got an inventory. I got an inventory right now of about 28 different tobaccos. Mm-hmm. So that's how I come up with my different blends. That
28 can turn into a few hundred blends, depending on how you.
Right, really, it can come up. You can come up with thousands of blends.
So with your brand, Jeff. So what can we expect? Are we doing more mild, medium, full? What is your collection?
I do more of medium to mild.
Okay, medium. Okay,
but I do no medium to full. Sorry about that. But I do have some mild cigars.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have some mild cigar blends.
Okay. Cool beans.
Let me go here.
And for this roll,
this is filler leaves. Filler leaves. This aged Dominican Ligero Plato Cabana filler. And this right here, this leaf, if you don't use try to get a strength on your cigars, you use the Ligero. Okay. But you don't use a lot of it. That's the thing. You got to be careful with the Ligero because they'll put a stronger strength on it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you typically roll you typically put this in the middle of the core of the binder and the filler. And basically all you're doing, taking this stem out. Mm-hmm. You don't want the stem in there because it'll have an issue with your plug and your draw in the end, and it plugs up the cigar. Okay, let's see. And for combustion of your cigar, you want to make sure you have some secret.
Now, while you're getting it together, I'm gonna ask this question. So I know once the cigars are done, we have to store them at a certain humidity to keep them fresh. Does that same thing apply to the fillers and leaves just in regular storage?
Right, right. You want to keep. I keep those in bins. I make sure I have my tobaccos in bins, and I have a humidifier that I have in the room to kind of keep it at a good temp, so you can keep your tobacco fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning, but I'm asking questions that people may ask.
Hey, shoot them. Talk to me.
Yeah. So with the 2 or 3 people we got watching, I know a couple of them smoke cigars, but yeah. Then you got a fellow Provenian, if I may say that,
Who that is?
DJ Unpredictable.
Oh, what up? What up? Yeah, he
So
was on your show about 2 weeks ago, huh?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
But yeah,
we felt like this show would be very special because a lot of people don't know what goes behind making a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
So for them
yeah,
to see it being made,
a lot of folks when I say I roll cigars, they'll say, they think that I'm purchasing a cigar from somebody, and yeah, and saying that I'm rolling cigars, but nah, it's
right.
actual. It's the actual job. This something else. So I'm rolling it in a tube right now. That
Mm-hmm.
way, the draw will always be good when I'm smoking. One of the
You said you're rolling it in twos. Is that what you said?
in a tube form.
In a tube.
And the
Okay.
reason why you want to do the tube form is so the draw of the when you smoking is real
Create the
smooth.
airflow.
They got a book style, like a accordion style, that they also roll in. You can stack the tobaccos together and just fold it into to the binder to create the cigar. So it's different styles. Everybody's not the same, and I never knock no one's style.
Right. Okay.
And we're paying attention, folks. That's why
Yeah,
we're kind of
right.
quiet. We're
Yeah.
actually
Oh
So
no,
watching.
no
this is a
problem.
rare moment for me to be quiet because I'm watching. I'm paying attention. I'm trying to stay focused on what you're doing.
Yeah. And so what I do is cut the ends off.
Mm-hmm.
So those pieces that you're cutting off, can they be used for something else?
Yeah, you can put it into the cigar. You don't want to waste. You don't want to waste nothing. Just to make sure you get the thickness of your cigar.
So you just put it back in.
Because you got to build up the core.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I didn't do all that.
Oh, really?
No, she had me
this.
twisting and man, listen, I got it on record. I got recorded, but
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
put
put it
some
on here.
more.
She did the express class.
I'm gonna put some more tobacco in it because I want to make sure it's thick because it's gonna be a 54 gauge.
And this gauge, you said, is a 48.
Now this is gonna be a 54. The one I'm gonna roll for the
54.
wrapper is a 48.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 52s and 54s are kind of my go-to gauges.
Yeah.
I'm a robusto and a two-roll type of guy.
Yeah. So basically, all I'm doing is building my core.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she didn't show me how to pour. Of course, she couldn't speak English either, so.
So Stevie said you've come a long way in your rolling journey there. Stevie Bully.
Yeah, that's my homeboy. He saw me come up with it. He saw me with the cooking too. I cook too.
Right.
Okay.
We all Jamaican. We got 10 jobs. Everybody just can't do one thing. You want to be successful, you need several hustles.
You got to have it. Especially working at Nissan.
Look,
That's for another show.
that's another show. We'll talk about
That's
that.
for another show.
Okay.
You know I know.
We'll have a whole show dedicated to that. So we'll bring back all the old school folk, all the originals, and talk about that. But they're not in a bad way.
Look at there.
So basically, this is just your core, and you put it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in here in my mold.
Mm-hmm.
So does it matter if it's wood or plastic? But I think listening to what you said about the stainless steel, I'm assuming the plastic is more easier to sanitize than the wood would be.
Well, they kind of got away from the wood. You got some rollers that went back to the wood mold, because what it is the more you use it, the more it's gonna get weak.
It's going.
So that's basically why
it won't hold the form or the size anymore.
Right. You put it in your mold.
So what is that you doing
what's
now?
that little contraption back there?
That's my press.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh. Got a press. Okay. Yeah, my lady, she ain't do none of that. I ain't have no press. I ain't have none of that.
That's why hers didn't look.
Yeah, that's why mine look like
a twig.
That's why I said that she was doing it the old Cuban style.
The old Cuban style.
And it, for being a convention as big as it is, of course, she couldn't go through that.
Right.
All of that process that you're doing with everybody that's stopping by.
And so here's some cigars I already have rolled up. Some binder and filler I already rolled up. This is what it is before I get ready to roll the wrapper on.
Okay.
And from this side, it already looks like it has a wrapper on it.
Right.
Just looking at
a lot of times, some of the rollers they'll smoke it like this, without the wrapper on.
Without the wrapper on it.
Yeah, and reason being they do that to test out their blend before they put a wrapper on.
What's the rule of thumb to how long it should sit in the mold?
So when you put it in the mold, you want to. I let it stand there for about 20 minutes, and then I rotate it, so that way you don't have those lines in the cigar.
Even all the way around.
Filter. Yeah, that way it'll come out smooth when you put the wrapper on. So this is the wrapper leaf. You can kind of tell.
Al, I don't know what you're laughing at. You may be laughing at me calling her cigar a twig, I guess.
It's okay.
But we gonna smoke it though.
You doggone right. It ain't never a bad cigar now.
And because it's the fire cured tobacco, I'm just, and I'm not even a full body girl, but I already know it's gonna pack a punch.
It's gonna have a punch.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to stay fed and hydrated and everything else.
So this fat hen is actually pretty good. It's a medium body. It's pretty smooth. I'm enjoying it. I taste a little spice on it. Look, I'm trying to get into all that and let you know the notes and all that stuff. Palate, getting your palate right is just a process in itself. I don't think it's nothing you can establish in a couple of weeks, couple of months, even a couple of days.
It'll take a minute.
It's just something. It's just like drinking alcohol. You can't just, a lot of people think they like a certain alcohol because that's all they drink. Then you won't know till you try something different to know what other blends are out there. So blending the alcohols and blending cigars kind of go together.
Right.
Even when I came to Dallas this weekend, I had a long discussion with my cousin about blends, and I hope he's watching tonight.
I couldn't get up with you, sir.
Yeah, no, I mean I know you were busy. It was a busy week, but I just try to reach out to whoever I can while I'm there. You know, of course, it's just like when you come home for the weekend, you can't go see everybody that you want to
You
see
ain't
while
lying.
you're at home. It ain't enough hours in the day.
You ain't lying about
So,
that.
but I got introduced to a Scotch called the Deacon. So for anybody that drinks Scotches, you may know about the Deacon. But it was extra smoky for me. And
Oh,
when I
what?
say smoky, it was almost like you mentioned. I know you're a griller. It was almost like drinking to me, and I'm over exaggerating a little bit. It was almost like drink out of the grill.
Out of the
That's just how
barrel.
smoky it was.
What was it?
Out of the barrel. It was called a Deacon.
Oh, that was a drink.
It was a drink.
Oh.
It's a Scotch called a Deacon. It was just too smoky for me. It was smooth. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I drank it because I don't waste liquor. We don't believe in wasting liquor. But I just
Yeah.
had that back taste, that aftertaste of smoke the whole time that I drank it.
For real. Yeah, what they do is they pour the alcohol in those barrels and let them
Right.
sit. Yeah.
Well,
And
they
so,
may have let this sit a little too long. 'Cause
right.
it was,
They probably been there. Either
couldn't
the
imagine
barrel was charred too much.
drinking that and smoking a cigar at the same time. It would have been too much smoke for me.
Right.
Because typically we like cigars that don't give a whole lot of aftertaste. And that's kind of where our brand comes in. Our cigars don't give you a lot of aftertaste, you know.
Yeah.
So even
So
with the
now-
one you gave us doing homecoming, your cigars didn't have an aftertaste. They were real smooth.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed y'all cigar too, man. I forgot which one you gave me, but whichever one it was pretty good.
Probably
Now,
the
next
Velvet
time
Yeah,
Dior.
I believe we gave a Velvet Dior the medium.
Yeah. Next time I get there,
I
I'm
think we
gonna
actually
meet up with you.
Yeah. So of course, you know, we got a new one since then.
Yeah.
The executive, and it's going pretty good. Getting good reviews on it.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Well,
Yes.
what's
Well,
the
now-
next step you got going here?
Now I'm prepping the wrapper. I'm finna
Okay.
cut these ends off of it so when I get ready to roll, it'll be pretty smooth to roll on the with the binder.
Yeah, that's gonna be all in my hair when we leave out of here
I
too.
mean, you're in the cigar lounge.
I know, but
You
it
gonna
be
get
in my
smoked.
face and my hair. Take me a couple of days, but we paying attention to it.
Forgive her, y'all. She's a cigar smoker, but don't want to smell it.
Oh, yeah. Well, only when I have somewhere else to go the next day. I don't want my hair smelling like smoke.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
So again, for all of you all that are tuning in, we are with. I'm gonna let you say it because I feel like I said it wrong. Averroes.
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 Yeah.
I would say Averroes. So, Averroes Cigar Company. He's rolling one of his own special blends live and in living color on Velvet Puff Live, because that's what we do.
So yeah, what blend would this be, Jeff? Like, is this like
So
the ones that's gonna be in your collection, or
this is this right here is a mild stick that
A
I
mild
rolled. Yeah, I had to roll some sticks for someone, and I had a mild blend I had put together, and this is the core of it, the one I did.
So Stevie, you don't have to wait to Jackson till you get to Jackson. We can ship them to you, but we'll gladly wait till you come to Jackson if you want to come to the Z Spot Lounge and pick it up and smoke it in person. You know, we'll welcome you in.
So what I did was just put some cigar. The cigar glue.
glue?
I put that on the end, just so I can have a kind of tight roll on it. So when you rolling, you got to pull. You got to pull and
Keep it tight.
roll. Yeah.
Pull and roll. Pull and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, mine was kind of leaning all to one side. I had to kind of peel it back
You
and
got the gangster lean.
yeah, it was
but it's gonna smoke very well. You did good.
Yeah, that's what the lady said.
You know more than I know.
Yeah, she said, "Oh, you're doing," and that was so encouraging. Oh, great.
That's why she's the boss. So let's put that out there. She's the boss because she gets things. She gets to experience things before I do.
Yeah, well, I walked up on it. I got lost. Yeah, I was walking.
Sometimes you got to walk up on blessings. They don't just fall in your lap.
Yeah. Well, I walked about 3 hours. Walking
now, when you roll the cigars, you can do the single cap, double cap, or triple cap.
Triple cap, yeah.
Right.
So we have some triple caps.
Yeah. So what for this one? You're gonna do what, a single?
I'm about to do a flag for a triple cap.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my flag.
Flag is what you said.
Yeah.
So what is a flag?
That's a part of the cap, so you can roll around the stick. Make sure that when you smoking from the cap, it doesn't come apart while you smoking. Yeah, so that's one of the things.
I heard you say cigar glue. How do you differentiate cigar glue from Elmer's glue, from super glue, whatever other kind of glue is out there? So we don't want to just put any kind of glue on these cigars, guys.
Right, you ain't lying.
You put some super glue on there, you're gonna get high.
So old time cigar rolling, they'll use honey for cigar glue.
I've heard that.
So this is like a pectin powder. So what I do is I mix this with water. It only I can take a scoop of this and probably about 11 ounces of water, and
almost like a pinch or a teaspoon, maybe not a tablespoon, but a teaspoon of powder goes a long way.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So now I got that together. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure. So when you roll your cap, you got to make sure you got the lighter end, because the lighter end need to go into the roll into the cigar. The dark end need to be on the outside.
Okay.
So when you make a batch of the glue up, how long does it last?
It'll sometimes last about. I don't like to mix up a lot of it, because that way it won't go bad.
Right.
What, it'll get hard?
Yeah.
Does it get hard if you don't use it, or?
Well, it won't get hard because I got it in this bowl. You got a top that you can put on there.
That is like something that came to me some.
So I put a little of that cigar glue on my hand to lubricate it so I can roll. Let me see. Can y'all see?
Yes.
So you just really just rolling it around the cap.
Yep.
Oh.
So you keeping it like that? Are you trying to create a pigtail on purpose?
No, so I'm gonna cut that off, because I'm gonna put another cap on top of that.
I got
you. Hence the triple cap.
I got you.
So now put a little glue.
Now make sure you keep a special set of scissors, folks. Don't go get your kids crafty scissors that you can cut, or your blue jean scissors that you ripping your clothes and your shirts with. You need to keep that stuff sanitary. That's
cap cutter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cut that part off and cut the other end. I did do that part.
So this right here,
That's it.
complete the cigar.
Well, I'll be.
Yep.
Look good to me.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me
And
put
that
my,
took you about what, 10, 15 minutes?
it don't take that long, but
So what you doing now?
I just showing you on the stand. This the 54 gauge. This the 48.
Okay.
So what length is that 48? How tall is that plate?
Oh, this is length. Let me see. I got everything up here now.
Mm-hmm.
This 5.
Okay, so that'll be a robusto.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, a little bit less than robusto because it's a 48.
Yeah.
So that'll be it. Yeah, that's like what we got the South Beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, good
Yeah,
stuff.
man. So I mean, I know I can make it look easier than that, but I'm trying to talk to y'all while I was rolling. But yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
Right,
listen,
man,
I need all the instructions, and I
what
need
we
it in
want.
English
So,
because I don't need nothing
we
in
want the people to
Spanish.
see when they go back and watch it. You know, we want them to see, just like you said, you watch a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
This may be their YouTube video
Mm-hmm.
to go back and try it themselves. So my guy Al from Chi-Town said that boy good. That boy good. Section chop. From the What's Going Down episode of Death My Mom. Boy good.
Well, good stuff.
But yeah,
And so when you
when I get off live with y'all, I'm headed to go drop a box of cigars off now. So
Okay. So what's your
my
price
partner,
point for cigars? So for those that want to get your cigars, how much are you selling cigars for?
right now from $10 to about $13. This depends
You
on
can't
what
beat
blend
that
it
price.
is.
That's a good average price. But actually, because you know it's hand rolled, he could ask for way more than that.
Right,
Because
right.
you saw him make it,
right.
but he wanted to get you in first
Right.
before we raise prices up on it.
Exactly.
So in your boxes, before you go, Jeff, in your boxes, are you doing a box of 10 or you do 20? How many do you do in a box?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, that depends on the size. So like this box right here. This was just a box I put together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff.
Well,
listen, now you really motivated me to get my skills up to par.
Yeah.
Run through.
One day
And that's the next step for us, you know.
Yeah. One day I come home, we can probably get together or something, do that.
Yeah, I would love to do
I
that.
would like to go to a class. Even though I hadn't been to a class, I would like to go.
Yeah. I thought you went. I didn't know you didn't.
No, I've never been to one. And in the beginning, I wanted to go to a class, but I never had time. I could have went.
Well, that's
I never
the
had
thing
time.
about you African and Americans that they get with the T say. Some people are just talented. Some people just have natural gifts, you know. And myself, I watch what you just did, and I probably can go back and emulate the same thing. But
Well,
I
know
want to
you
do it
can.
step by step.
Yeah.
So
I know you can, especially you being in it already.
Because you know what you want to see, and that's what you talked about before. You examine the cigars, you examine the construction of the cigars to know what you wanted to present or make for yourself.
Yeah.
And it only gets better the longer you do it, the better it looks, the better it gets, the more fine-tuned that roll will be. So
yeah, mine's it's gonna be just like yours, Jill.
So that's the next step for us.
Hey, and a good tip for somebody starting out rolling, you want to put your tightness in the wrapper when you're rolling the wrapper onto the binder and the filler.
Binder loose.
That's where you want to get your tightness in.
Okay.
Binder loose, fillers loose,
binders, the wrapper
tight.
Wrapper tight, yeah.
Right.
That's where you want to get your tightness at, so you won't have an issue with your draws when you're smoking.
But man, I had one, and it was a cigar that a gentleman gifted to me, and
Yeah.
I know it wasn't his particular brand. I want to say it was LS or something.
LFD.
And so tight. I did the draw stick. I did everything I could do. I even did a hole cut. And I normally don't smoke hole cuts. I do V cuts or punches.
Right.
And I could not get that thing to pull for nothing.
Man,
It was
when I
like
first started, the very first one I rolled, it was like that.
No, too
It was too tight.
Too tight.
And like you said, you put a hole in it, every damn thing. I could not get it to pull. But so I was glad I met the guy Jimmy at the cigar shop, because he's the one. Once he told me that, man, I took that and ran with it. That little advice he gave me, and it helped me out a whole lot.
Okay. So when are your plans for launching this brand? What's our deadline or goal?
Like I was telling you about especially the permits. I'm trying to get the permits and stuff together right now, and that's almost a 6-month issue that you have to deal with. Yeah, so it ain't no overnight thing, but hey, you know how it is when you got passion and want to make something happen, man. Hey, until that permit get here, we're gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
Well, so where can they get your cigars? So I know since you boxing them and you kind of packaging them. If we wanted to just get a box, we just call you, or how can people get in contact with you if they want to get?
Just call me.
Okay.
My number is 601-260-7618. And also, I have a Instagram page.
Instagram. Okay, what's your Instagram? We'll put your Instagram out there.
Cigar Company. CO Company. Yeah.
Okay. We'll put that in the chat so we can across the. So if people want to get this nice luxury hand rolled cigar, they'll know where they can find you. And then if you want us to put your phone number out there, we will. It's up to you.
So for the sake of Instagram is all one word. Averroes Cigar Co in one word.
Huh?
I said your Instagram is Averroes Cigar Company, all one thing.
Right, but CO for the company.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So we'll run that on the banner so people can have your Instagram information, and then we'll put your phone number on there as well, so they can contact you directly and get them a stick or two
and
or three.
This stick right here, the Verdict, that's my flagship stick right there. So that
the Verdict
is the Verdict.
Okay, now is that the one with the graham crackers?
Yeah, like a
okay. So
it's
y'all
like
have to
espresso, dark chocolate, roasted nuts. It's something like that. Those are the flavor tones I get.
Would that be your version of a Bach 80s?
You breaking up, Zach?
I said, would that be your version of a tobacco?
No. So no, it's not a version of tobacco. These are. It's just
special blend.
Right. This is a stick
that
I
on the market.
Want to get that a little spice in it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you pair it with, Jeff? Like what would be like something that you would pair it with? Would it be good for like a morning smoke with coffee, or
you can pair it with coffee?
What would you pair it with?
You can pair it with coffee because you ever heard? Y'all, I know you know about the Cuban coffee. You ever had Cuban coffee?
I'm not a coffee drinker.
I haven't had the Cuban coffee, but now you're gonna make me get some.
I make a Cuban style coffee. Sometime when I smoke in the morning, I put the little cream out in it. I do that, or I drink it with I smoke it with a bourbon.
Okay.
Elijah. Uh, I even smoke with paired with my homeboy's bourbon. He makes his own bourbon, Stevie, the Divergence. He makes his
Okay.
own bourbon.
Okay.
So I pair with that.
Okay. Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know you gotta take your shipment on to your friend. We don't want to hold you too long, but we really appreciate you taking your time out for rolling with us. It was very informative. So when the next time you coming home?
I should be home in about 2 weeks. You know, I got to come home and see my daughter, so I'm home a
Okay.
lot. So I'll
Okay.
probably be home in about 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, make sure you hit us up so you can hopefully. Well, I don't know if we'll have our kit by then, but we would definitely like for you to come by. And you can check out my stogie and tell me what I did wrong and
Okay.
what I need to do to repair it.
So let
Okay.
me ask this question. Now that you've rolled them, how long do you let them age or sit up before you actually start distributing them?
So you want 90 days. You want
90
90
days.
days. Yeah, you want 90 days to store them. That way,
Okay.
all the flavors from the different tobaccos can marry together. Everything
Mm.
married together and smokes.
All the oils and all that
Right.
stuff.
All this stuff married together. But
Mm.
if you're gonna do it, 90 days is the least that you should do.
The least of
But
Okay.
anything longer than that is just better.
It's just better. You're right.
So when
But you can
your
take
brand come out, it's gonna be all ready to go. It's gonna be
right.
on and popping. Yeah.
You can take it from the table and smoke it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good because when the Sika tobacco on the outer core on this on the outside, and you got your Lajero in the middle, so it burns. That's your combustion. So once you get through rolling, then you can smoke it from the table.
Go ahead and smoke it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for the brand to drop. Can't wait to see you when you come to town. You gotta hit us up so you can stop by. And just keep us up to date of the progress with your business. When you get your permits and stuff together, so we can support you. And just keep us up to date with what you got going
All
on.
right, appreciate it. And y'all keep me in the
Well,
loop
thank you.
too back at home. Let me know what's going on and stuff, so I can
Oh yeah.
always
Oh
be there to
yeah.
support y'all.
Oh yeah.
You already know football season is underway. We are locked in with the
Yep.
tailgate spot, same
Mhm.
place we'll be every year. So you know where to find us on that. And
Yeah, I get my
no,
cousin Marcus, man. I swoop him
Marcus.
up and
yeah.
we'll hit y'all up.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna be in the same spot. So go ahead and claim your seat on that patio.
So I know we
All
got
right.
several lounge town. So of course you know about all them. Spring Street will be opening this summer.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a
Spring Street,
3-level
where's that
cigar
at?
lounge. It's gonna be in Highland Village.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's actually a Mississippi chain. And
Mm-hmm.
so this will be maybe the 8th or 9th location,
Yeah, it might be the
maybe the 10th.
10th,
But
yeah.
so it's
That's
a
the first time I heard
Mississippi-based,
of it.
it's a Mississippi-based cigar lounge, but he has his own location, so it's not franchised out to other people. Now, I'm sure you can be a part of the franchise, but it's one person that owns all 10 locations. And the newest location will be coming to Jackson and Highland Village. For all of my
Okay.
Jacksonians, Spring Street Cigar Company will be opening sometime this summer, and it's definitely going to be a lounge that you want to be a part of. If you just want a true, authentic cigar lounge outside of Country Square, outside of Havana, which are the two classic cigar lounges, this is probably going to be the next best thing on the list here.
Okay.
Yep. So we're excited. We'll see if I can get a job there.
But we appreciate you taking the time out your day, man. Show us how these things structured. I hope people learned a little bit because I know I did. we know how to smoke them, but we want to know how to roll them ourselves. So of course, for all our left-hand cigarette smokers out there, it's a little bit more to it than rolling a left-hand cigar.
Right.
You know, so when y'all come up to us saying you want to buy one of our cigars and break it down, he just showed you why breaking it down is not even worth doing. So if you just want to donate some money to us to buy a cigar and break it down, you do just that.
Well, no, you just buy you something from Emerald Leaf. We have something for that.
And another thing, these are long leaf. This is long leaf tobacco, because you know you got a lot of cigars that they sell those fake Cuban cigars. Those are short fillers that they didn't chop all up and rolled up.
The ones you buy off the cruise ships, guys. Right. Those are not real Cuban cigars. So
right, all you got to do is
one way to think about it. If you buying Cuban cigars in Mexico, it's probably not a Cuban cigar. Right. That's one telltale sign. Then two, you buying them in one little storefront that's in this wooden box with this glass top on it.
Not real.
It has humidification, no counterweight. So it's probably gonna crack as soon as you light it up.
Right.
Well, yeah, man. It's been
hey, man, I appreciate y'all inviting me onto the show. I had fun with y'all, man.
Yeah.
We enjoyed
thanks for coming through, Jeff. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right. And I'll make sure I bring some stuff with me. So if y'all don't have y'all kit, I'll roll up with my stuff.
Okay. Good stuff.
Sounds good, brother.
All right. Thanks again, Jeff.
All right, no problem.
Man. And y'all remember to keep it puffing.
Bye, everybody.
Maybe she got some friends. What's her name? Her name is